Hello and welcome back to the Eeshan Arora Experience, episode 17. I feel good today. I've been having a good day up tak. Let's see if that changes. Firstly, मेरे को mention करना पड़ेगा कि this episode will come out I think 5th या 6th June को. So June happens to be, मेरे को पता नहीं था ये अब तक, but June happens to be Men's Mental Health Month. And it also happens to be Pride Month, so one of it is a joke and the other one is celebrated to no extent. I will leave you guys with that, but besides the point, this is not a political podcast. यहाँ पे खाली बकचोदी होती है. तो the first thing जो मेरे को आप लोगों के साथ बात करनी है is relationship advice. Hear me out. This is my relationship advice to everyone who wants to become a better person. You should date someone or be at least once in your life be in a relationship with someone who you like genuinely don't like. अभी कोई बोलेगा that has been all of, if someone's like ये तो भाई मेरा सारा relationship हुआ है, you are doing it wrong then. Think about it. If you are with someone and भाई तुम्हें वो person genuinely पसंद नहीं है, like nothing about that person you're like भाई I like this thing about this person, maybe this person is pretty, yeah, good looking, whatever, is smart, I like the way this person talks, कुछ भी पसंद नहीं है तुम्हें. One can also assume that you hate this person. You have to be in a relationship with this person for some period of time. I feel that will, after that now, whoever you meet next, you will just be like, where have you been my whole life? Even if you like that person थोड़ा बहुत. Once you're with someone जो तुम्हें भाई बेहद मतलब तुम्हें गुस्सा आता है वो person के साथ रह के, you don't like one thing about that person, उसके साथ तुम रिलेशनशिप में रहोगे, द नेक्स्ट पर्सन यू मीट जिसके साथ तुम्हारा थोड़ा सिमिलैरिटी है, तुम्हें एक चीज वो पर्सन के बारे में पसंद है, यू विल बी लाइक भाई ये पर्सन गया किधर, वेयर वॉज दिस पर्सन माई होल लाइफ, वाई वर यू नॉट देयर विथ मी बिफोर. दैट इज हाउ यू विल अप्रिशिएट थिंग्स. सो माई एडवाइस टू एवरीबडी, ये रिलेशनशिप कोचेस और चौदह इतना ये लोग ज्ञान देते रहते हैं कि ये करो वो करो, दिस इज फॉर मेन एंड वुमेन. I'm not a sexist person. I hate everybody equally and I give advice to everybody equally. Be with someone जिसका तुम्हें एक भी चीज पसंद नहीं है, तुम्हें वो पर्सन को देख के घिन आती है कि मैं इसके बाजू में क्या कर रहा हूँ. Date that person. You don't even have to have sex with that person. Date that person for 3 months. Just tolerate that person for 3 months. Then you can end things because मेरे को मर्डर नहीं कराना है यहाँ पे लोगों का. उसके बाद once you been with someone you don't like and you break up with that person, उसके बाद the next person you start talking to, उसके साथ थोड़ा भी तुम्हारा similarity रहेगा या you like one thing about that person, you will appreciate that person so much because तुम्हें पता है कि how bad life can get, how bad relationships can get. So that is my advice. You don't have to pay me for it. Just invite me to your wedding because I'm pretty sure ये advice follow करके a lot of people will get married or a lot of people will just commit murders. Besides the point. दूसरी चीज जो है in today's episode that मेरे को बहुत bother करता है वो are these cute Instagram couple videos. See, there is one thing to be in a healthy relationship, to be in a long-term relationship. There is another thing where you guys have to broadcast it to other people. अभी बहुत लोग बोलेंगे ईशान you're just hating, and मैं disagree नहीं कर रहा हूँ. It is very difficult to be a professional hater. These Instagram couples के जो cute videos रहते हैं उनके कमेंट्स क्या फनी रहते हैं, बिकॉज आई हैव नेवर सीन मोर पीपल wanting to kill themselves under such a happy thing. Like Instagram couple ka post hai, they have a cute video of them dancing or not cheating on each other. I don't know. ठीक है. एंड अगर वो वीडियो थोड़ा भी वायरल होता है ना, उसके नीचे के कमेंट्स, I will sleep on the road tonight, feel like I want a car to touch me at 100 miles an hour, I'm gonna put a shotgun in my mouth, just wholesome. मतलब इतना क्यूट वीडियो के नीचे इतने सारे लोग सुसाइडल है. यू विल नेवर सी दैट ऐसा पोलैरिटी कि मतलब एक साइड पे पीपल आर सेलिब्रेटिंग लव एंड उसके नीचे ओनली द कमेंट्स में पीपल आर टॉकिंग अबाउट जस्ट टेकिंग देयर लाइफ. मेरे को बहुत इरिटेट होता है व्हेन आई सी अदर हैप्पी कपल्स एंड स्पेशली व्हेन दे हैव बीन टुगेदर फॉर सो लॉन्ग एंड आई रियली थिंक दे आर हैविंग अ वेरी हैप्पी रिलेशनशिप. मेरे को बहुत बॉदर करता है ये. डज दैट मीन आई एम जेलस? प्रॉबेबली. डज दैट मीन आई ऑल्सो वॉन्ट समथिंग लाइक दैट फॉर माई सेल्फ? आई डोंट नो. शिट. Does that mean I will make sure that I report accounts like that? Yes. If I see one more happy couple video on my feed, I will report that account. You can be happy in your own private life. You don't have to show other people कि you are happy. मतलब होते कौन हो तुम लोग to rub your perfect relationship in my face? Be happy with yourself, fucking losers. Because at the end of the day, I just want, this is the third thing that I want to talk about because I have to work on these transitions. I just want a chick to watch UFC with me. My bar has become so low in life now. Okay, if you just watch UFC with me, I will consider you like top tier. Speaking of UFC happened last weekend pe, UFC 302. Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier was the main event. And आई एम अ वेरी बिग MMA फैन. पहले मैं क्रिकेट देखता था, देन महेंद्र सिंह धोनी रिटायर्ड एंड सो डिड आई फ्रॉम वॉचिंग क्रिकेट. बट उसके बाद आई स्टार्टेड वॉचिंग UFC एंड आई थिंक एवरीबडी शुड एटलीस्ट ट्राई वॉचिंग UFC. लाइक थोड़ा अपने आप को फोर्स करो देखने का, नॉट बिकॉज इट इज़ वायलेंट, इट इज़ समटाइम्स लिटरली फील लाइक two people fighting to the death. Those are uske advantages, but the stories that the UFC pushes and the way they have these narratives and the way they get you invested in a fighter is something that very few people can do, and they are very good at it. Like they will get you invested in the fighter itna where you will almost feel emotional when the fighter loses. So that is something that एक बार तो लोगों को एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहिए. सो बिसाइड्स द पॉइंट, दिस इज अ UFC 302 recap. Non-MMA fans, just skip. MMA fans, you know, Indian MMA fans, I'm here for you guys. तो UFC 302 पहले तो जो सोनी लिव पे कवर करते ना, माँ की चूत उनकी भाई, उन लोगों को कुछ पता नहीं है. They're out of shape fucking idiots. Sony Liv, there are so many good MMA analysts that are Indians that are doing this independently. Those three fat fucks on Sony Liv, माँ कसम बोल रहा हूँ, I don't think any one of them have like ever seen like an inside of a gym also. There are so many good analysts on YouTube, on Instagram, meme pages. Radhe Bhai karke, there's this meme page, shout out to him. He makes such good content. I would really appreciate Sony Liv to involve people who are more actively part of the sport, not these three fat fucks who don't know what they're talking about. Besides the point, UFC 302 hua tha. Dustin Poirier versus Islam Makhachev was the main event. The card was thoda so. There weren't a lot of finishes. Kevin Holland almost broke someone's hand. Broke kya, that guy didn't tap only, he had him in an armbar and uska haath pura aisa extend ho gaya tha, which was not fun to watch. Paulo Costa versus Sean Strickland. I was watching it with two of my other friends. हम लोग सो गए, like 3 of us have fallen asleep. We were, however, awake for the main event. Dustin Poirier's, like, you fighters have this thing where they have your name and they have like a fight name. Like Dustin का है Dustin the Diamond Poirier. There is this singer who made this cover of Diamonds by Rihanna. It is such a beautiful song, and a lot of people were telling Dustin to walk out to that. So Dustin Poirier usually walks out to Boss by James Brown. But for this fight, because apparently a lot of people are speculating that it's his last fight ever because he lost again, he couldn't win the title. So he walked out to edit of Diamonds by Rihanna by this singer who's passed away, and James Brown. Even if you're not an MMA fan, even if you don't understand, even if you think UFC is WWE, which is very offensive, you should just watch that walkout. मतलब ऐसा feels आ जाता है जो रहता है ना कि like something big is happening. That वो walkout ही मैंने 10 बार YouTube पे देखा रहेगा. Unfortunately, he lost to Islam Makhachev. These Dagestani wrestlers, I am sick of this. I'll make a full podcast just talking about UFC only someday, not today. But yeah, like I just want a chick to watch UFC with me. Any hardcore MMA fan would want that only. A fucking female who can appreciate, and not even appreciate, just watch UFC with him. These cute couple videos fucking get under my skin. The last thing that मेरे को बात करना है आप लोगों के साथ is this concept called boys trip. अभी recently मेरे बर्थडे के बाद me and my judo class people, all guys, हम लोग गए थे लोनावला boys trip के लिए. No, there is a big difference between girls trip, mixed like co-ed trip रहता है ना, like there are girls, there are guys, and just boys trip. Like जितने ज़्यादा लड़के एक ट्रिप के लिए जा रहे हैं ना, उतना ज़्यादा बकचोदी होने वाली है. इस सम मैथ्स का इक्वेशन, आई डोंट नो. 2 लड़के जा रहे, ठीक है, कुछ होगा. 4 जा रहे, ऑलरेडी डबल हो जाएगा. 6 जा रहे हैं, उसका डबल हो जाएगा. 10 जा रहे हैं, भाई कोई तो पिटने वाला है. 20 जा रहे हैं तो भाई FIR के लिए रेडी रहना. बॉयज ट्रिप में मतलब एक तो रूल रहता है, जो पहले सोएगा उसकी गांड लगने वाली है. दैट इज गॉड्स रूल, लाइक दैट्स अ डिवाइन रूल. तुम जल्दी सो गए बॉयज ट्रिप पे तो तुम्हें तो मारने ही वाले हैं. एंड द जो डर रहता है ना, मैंने पहले भी बात किया रहता है, वो गायब ही हो जाता है. मतलब अगर 10 लौंडे एक जगह पे है और सामने से कुछ भी आ रहा है, भूत, दूसरा आदमी, जानवर, वो जानवर के लिए मेरे को डर लगेगा. बिकॉज वो 10 लौंडों में से एक को ही बोलना है कि भाई डरता है क्या, तू पूसी है क्या, जान आगे. एक बाप का है तो जान आगे. एंड दिस लॉजिक की वजह से गाइस विल बी लाइक, मैं तो डरता नहीं हूँ, मैं 2 बाप की नहीं हूँ. वो लोग किधर भी कूद जाएंगे, कुछ भी कर लेंगे. मजा तो बहुत आता है, जिसकी लगती है उसको भी मजा ही आता है. लाइक जो बुली होता है बॉयज ट्रिप में, वो भी ही विल ऑल्सो लुक बैक एट इट बीइंग लाइक, भाई मजा तो बहुत आया मेरे को, गांड तो मारी इन लोगों ने मेरी, बट मजा मेरे को बहुत आया. सो आई फील टाइम टू टाइम फॉर ये मेंस मेंटल हेल्थ मंथ है. I feel the best thing for any guy's mental health is a boys trip. 5 guys just doing random shit. That is, मतलब वो therapy से better लगता है मेरे को. Again, that's it for this episode. I will next weekend चलो next weekend थोड़ा setup different होगा. Let's see. And if you like this podcast, make sure you subscribe to it on Spotify and on YouTube. Clips page hai Instagram pe, make sure you guys check that out. If you have anything to tell me, you can also follow me on Instagram. And I really appreciate everybody watching, listening. I will see you guys in another video. Till then, take care of yourself. And I don't know, man, Pride month hai, let's see what happens. Bye.